Well, good evening, everyone. It is about 7:10 on Monday evening, and everybody's talking about the snow. So I thought I would go ahead and give a quick update on what we can expect tomorrow. I don't think we're going to have anything that's terribly noteworthy, if you will, but we are going to see what we have. And I'm doing a little testing with my streaming software, so I hope that it is coming across the way I want it to. If it's not, let me know. I'm trying to work out the bugs for my new system, so just bear with me if you have some difficulties hearing me, and let me know in the chat if you do. Okay, well, with that, as you can see right now at my house, it's about 48 degrees. We'll get down into the lower 40s tonight, and then tomorrow we'll get up into the upper 40s, drop down into the mid 30s, and that's when the fun stuff will begin. And so with that, let's go ahead and get on to what we can expect tomorrow. So this is kind of a timeline for what we can expect tomorrow. Again, the National Weather Service in Fort Worth, I think, does a good job in handling this. And so what we're seeing is going up north, Bowie, Sherman, Paris, Decatur, and Dallas, Fort Worth. So the pinkish represents the rain snow mix, the blue represents snow, the green represents rain. So this is a timeline, 6 a.m. being the time period on the left, and then of course midnight on the right. So Dallas Fort Worth at the bottom, so 6 to 12, 6 to noon, we'd see some rain most likely, and then starting at 3 we may see the rain snow mix. Now the weather service actually doesn't expect the full transition to snow to be for us, but I'm kind of thinking that might be the case at the very, very end of the event. So what else does that mean for us? Let me scroll over here and see if I can get this to work here. Here we go. All right. So here's a timeline for what we can expect to see. Tuesday morning, Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday night. You can see that on Tuesday morning, the pink area would be the wintry mixed transition. And then you'll see that that's mainly northwest of Dallas-Fort Worth. Tuesday afternoon, 3 o'clock-ish, is when you would start to see some snowflakes being mixed in, mainly the northwest part of the Metroplex if this timing is right. And then Tuesday night, a little bit cut out there of my webcam, but you could see the rain snow mix, mostly the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, and then some snow, all snow northwest of us. So you can see that most of the heavy snow, if you will, would be northwest of Dallas-Fort Worth. And, as far as what to expect accumulation-wise, this is going to be a situation to where you see snow for a little bit, probably after 3 o'clock, and then a little bit more maybe after 6, maybe a little bit of a break after that. And then closer to 9 o'clock, you would see some snow that would be a little heavier between 9 p.m. and midnight. And so I think that's what you're going to see. Now, accumulation-wise, temperatures aren't really going to get below freezing probably during the whole event. So you're not going to see a lot of accumulation. The further northwest you go, the more chance you have of seeing the snowflakes stick to the ground. But in Dallas-Fort Worth, I don't think you're going to see a whole lot of that. I will say this, though. It's going to be the heavy wet snow, so if you do see some snowflakes, I think it's going to be a situation to where it's going to be really pretty. It may not accumulate or stick to the ground, but it's going to be really pretty, I think. And as you can see, basically from Denton northwest, you're going to see the best chance for snow. Thank you, Harley. I appreciate that. All right, let's move on to this last little slide here. So travel impacts, so that's what always people want to get excited about. Is it going to affect my travel? I don't see any situation where this is going to affect anyone's travel tomorrow, whether it be in the morning, afternoon, evening, and then into Wednesday morning, unless this system comes in a lot stronger and a lot colder. I just don't think you're going to see that. So this map you see is just basically blank for Dallas-Fort Worth. We're just not going to see a lot of roadway situations, which is a really good thing. Yes, that does sound good, Patricia. All right, so, we all like to see visual things, so I'm going to put up a couple models here and kind of give you a flavor for what these models are showing. So this is one of the models. This is tomorrow night at about 8 p.m. Just to kind of give you the color code here. The On this map, the blue would be rain, the yellow would be rain and snow, the light green really wet snow, and then the white being snow, but that's out in West Texas. I might can zoom in a little bit on this. Let's see if I could do that. Yeah, I figured it'd go pretty. Zoom in there. Let's try it. Okay, there we go. All right, so it gives you a little bit better idea. So that's one model. Tomorrow night at 8 p.m. If we go to the GFS model, again at the same time frame. So again, this map would show rain in blue, snow and white. A little less complicated there. But as some of the Weather Service images showed, it is depicting a more snowy event north and northwest of Dallas-Fort Worth. So the HRRR, which is a favorite model, especially when we're talking about severe weather, it's showing, again, the blue being rain, the yellow being, or the kind of the yellowish being rain and snow mixed, and the white being snow. It's a little bit more of a concentration in Dallas-Fort Worth, not a whole lot more. The North American model here, again, that's just showing all rain until you get up into Denton. So there's a model that is depicting mostly snow northwest of Dallas-Fort Worth, and that if this model verified, we wouldn't see any snow here at all, which I'm still thinking we're going to see some snowflakes, that's for sure. And then the last model, again, this is a model that's trending to snow northwest. This is rain-snow mix in the yellow. Blue is the rain. And again, Denton northwest is where you would see any rain snow mix. Dallas-Fort Worth proper, you wouldn't see anything. So it's probably about half and half. Half the models want to show some rain snow mix in Dallas-Fort Worth. The other half of the models want to show just all rain. If you've lived around here for any length of time, you're going to know that it is chances are we'll see less snow than more snow, unfortunately. All right, so just checking, making sure I'm not missing any comments anywhere else. I don't see anything. I know it's Monday evening, and I'm sure a lot of people are busy, but I appreciate Harley and Patricia chiming in tonight. I appreciate that. I know we have a few more people watching. If you have, this is your chance. If you have a question, then you can ask it in the chat, and I will try to get to it. I'll wait a few seconds. There's a little bit of a delay, but if not, then I'll go ahead and sign off. So while we're waiting, oh, thank you, Patty. I appreciate that. Yeah, visuals are good. We try to do visuals here. Nobody wants to hear me drone on without showing a pretty picture, so I appreciate that, Patty. And we won't need any vest for animals because we won't be seeing any thunder with this, thankfully. But this is probably our decent chance to see snow in a while, and the way Texas weather is, I don't know if we'll see this chance again. It just depends. Let's see. Oh, hey, Christy. Feels weird watching Saxy forecast. Well, hopefully it won't feel weird forever, Christy. Yeah, no. So I will say this. There's not a lot of difference between the Saxy forecast and the Rowlett forecast. That is for sure. In this case, I think both cities will see a rain-snow mix. Unfortunately, it probably be more rain than snow, but hey, you can always hope. Like I said, sometimes these models come in a little warmer, a little drier, and so by the same token, these systems can come in a little wetter and colder, and if that's the case, then that would be the case. I don't think that's going to be the case. Now, here's the thing. I would say that, again, historically speaking, chances are it won't do a whole lot here. We always overpromise and underdeliver when it comes to the snowfall forecast, so that is for sure. But stranger things have happened. If you remember, in February of 2010, in 2011, they weren't really predicting much snow at all. We got hammered. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be anything like that because it won't be. But I'm just saying, sometimes they predict not a whole lot, and then we get a lot more than we think. So it can happen, that is for sure. All right, so let's see. Don't see a whole lot of other comments. Like I said, I know everybody's kind of busy tonight. I just wanted to hop on whenever we have snow in the forecast. So we get real curious. So I just thought I'd hop on and talk about the snow, give y'all some visuals, and get a chance to answer questions. Actually, maybe I should cancel my 6 a.m. walk. Actually, I wouldn't do that. I don't know. Well, I guess it depends. So, is it going to be pouring down rain? I don't think it's going to be pouring down rain that early, although the forecast has tended to move the start of the rain up maybe after 3 a.m. tonight. And again, by the way, it's going to start out as rain, so I don't want anybody to expect to wake up in the morning to see snowflakes, although crazier things have happened. But actually, it may not be raining yet, but it'll definitely be chilly and cool, maybe on the cold side. So that might be a reason you may want to postpone, that's for sure. But I commend you for walking because I have started to do more of that. And, I don't do it at 6 a.m., I will say that, but I do try to walk more at night. So I do commend you for that. That's an admirable thing to strive for every day. Okay, so I'm going to check a few more things here before I sign off. Just checking to make sure we don't want to miss anybody. Okay. And as always, I'm sure when I sign off, someone else will comment. And so if I do, I'll see that. I'll look online after the fact and try to answer those comments if I missed something. Well, if you don't know, a little shameless plug, this podcast, this live weather update, whatever you want to call it, is sponsored by Amen Plumbing. If you need a plumber, just make sure you call them. I always jokingly say, once they take care of you, you will say amen. So reach out to them. Our other sponsors to help make my live broadcast possible, my podcast possible, Bacon Roofing, Baked Right In Wiley, The Blend on Ballard in Wiley, and of course, my own company, Bickerstaff Insurance and Financial Services, all financially contribute to my live streams and my podcast, and so I really appreciate all of my sponsors. It's a lot of fun to work with them and give them shout outs, and they're all small business owners like myself, and it's fun to work with them. So thank you very much, guys, for all that you do for your communities. And then, like I said, like I was starting to say before I got distracted by my own thoughts, is that I do, for most mornings, I do an audio podcast, 3296 Weather. What I try to do is I try to give just a quick audio update for the day. It's not video related. That way you can listen to it on your phone in the I say in the office, but got to be careful there. But it's on Spotify, it's on Apple iTunes, it's on iHeart, it's on most of those Google podcasts, it's on all those platforms. So 3296 Weather. If you want to just go straight to the website, it's 3296weather.com. You can listen to past podcasts if you want. And there are a couple of full-length episodes on there where I talk to people that are part of the weather one way or another. So I'll say that. So enough shameless plugs for one night, I guess. All right, so I don't see anything else. Ashley, I don't know if I could do cold rain. I don't blame you. I know I can't do cold rain, so so I will leave it up to you. There's just that possibility. I'll say that. Okay, well, I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. It's always a lot of fun to do these. I luckily don't have to worry about doing this tonight in a severe weather situation, but as we all know, will be here before you know it. And if that's the case, I will definitely be back on. But I have a feeling I'll be talking about winter weather again before I talk about severe weather. But you never know. This is Texas, that's for sure. Well, as always, I'm watching weather so you don't have to. Hope everyone has a great rest of your evening. And be careful tomorrow with the chilly weather and possible snow. And hopefully it will be very, very pretty for a little bit. We can enjoy that. And then we can get on with the rest of the week. Hope everyone has a great evening, and we will talk to you soon.